You're grinding 60-hour weeks, collecting job titles, and still feeling stuck. These 5 silent career killers are why. You are 27, working late again, answering emails nobody asked you to answer. You feel productive. You feel needed. 5 years from now, you will look back at this exact season of your life and realize you were running full speed in the wrong direction. And the worst part? Nobody around you said a word. Today we are breaking down the career mistakes that silently cost people their best years in their 20s and their 30s. Some of these will sting. But better a sting now than a regret at 40. The first mistake is confusing motion with progress. You say yes to every project. You stay late. You volunteer for weekend work. And your manager loves it because you are solving their problems, not building your career. Busy is not the same as strategic. A McKinsey study on workforce productivity found that many high performers spend up to 40% of their time on tasks that don't align with their stated career goals. That is almost half your week going nowhere. The fix is brutally simple. Before you say yes to anything, ask yourself, does this build a skill I want, a relationship I need, or a reputation I am proud of? If none of those, you are just filling someone else's calendar. The second mistake is misplaced loyalty. You stay at a company because they gave you your first real shot. You feel grateful, and gratitude is beautiful, but it is not a career strategy. Companies restructure. Managers leave. Budgets get cut. The place that welcomed you in year 1 may not be the place that grows you in year 3. A LinkedIn workforce report showed that professionals who changed roles every 2 to 3 years earned significantly more over a 10-year period than those who stayed put. Loyalty should flow toward your own development first. When the learning stops, when the challenges dry up, when your suggestions keep hitting a wall, that is not comfort, that is stagnation wearing a familiar face. The third mistake is ducking hard conversations. You don't ask for the raise because the timing feels off. You don't push back on a bad project plan because you don't want to seem difficult. You don't tell your manager you want a different trajectory because you are afraid they will see you as ungrateful. Every conversation you avoid becomes a decision someone else makes for you. Your salary, your projects, your next promotion, silence hands all of that power to people who may not be thinking about your future at all. Start small. Practice saying, I would like to revisit my compensation, here is what I have delivered. It gets easier every time. And the people who get ahead are rarely the most talented. They are almost always the ones willing to speak up. The fourth mistake is obsessing over titles. You want to be a senior this or a director of that. So you chase the promotion, get the new business card, and 3 months later realize the job is miserable. Titles impress people at parties. Skills pay your mortgage for the next 30 years. A product manager at a growing startup might learn more in 18 months than a senior VP learns in 5 years at a slow-moving corporation. What matters is whether you are collecting capabilities that travel with you to communication, leadership, technical fluency, the ability to solve problems nobody has framed yet. Titles expire the moment you leave a company. Skills compound forever. The fifth mistake is waiting for someone to tap you on the shoulder. You sit in meetings with a better idea and say nothing. You watch a project go sideways and think, someone more senior should handle this. You wait to be asked before you lead. Nobody is coming to discover you. That is not how careers work. The people who rise fastest are the ones who volunteer for the messy problem, who draft the proposal without being asked, who step into the vacuum instead of staring at it. You do not need a title to show leadership. You need initiative. Start treating every room you walk into as a place where you are allowed to contribute, because you are. The sixth mistake is neglecting relationships until you are desperate. You never reach out to old colleagues. You skip the coffee chats. You tell yourself networking feels fake. Then one Tuesday, your company announces layoffs, and suddenly you are scrolling LinkedIn at midnight trying to reconnect with people you haven't spoken to in 4 years. Your network is not a backup parachute, it is the runway you are supposed to be building the entire time. Send one message a week to someone you respect. Share an article. Congratulate a promotion. These small, genuine moments create the safety net that no savings account can match. The best career opportunities of your life will come through people, not job boards. Now, the final mistake, and this one hits hardest in your 30s. Not knowing when to walk away. From a role that drained you 2 years ago. From a manager who takes credit for your work. From an industry that no longer excites you. Walking away feels like failure, but staying too long is the quieter, more expensive kind of losing. You get one career. Not one company, not one path, one career. Protect it like it matters, because nothing else in your professional life matters more. So here is your move for the next 10 minutes. Open your calendar for this past week. Look at every meeting and task. Ask yourself, how many of these actually moved my career forward? If the answer makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the starting line. You are not behind. You are just awake now. And that changes everything going forward. That's a wrap, thanks for watching. If this gave you one idea you can use today, hit like and subscribe. See you in the next one.